Hey everyone, it's Jordan here, and this is my presentation on robotics in Japan this time. So, what exactly is robotics? And we put it in quotes, it's not just transformers, it's a goal oriented device which can perform tasks by sensing and acting on that acquired data. So, sensors can be anything, it's all the senses sight, smell, touch, etc. And the robots use these senses and the data. It's obviously not actually sensing it, but it's using the data it collects from these to simulate the senses in order to use it to do certain tasks. And in this situation, I always love the Mars rovers. I think they're so cool. And in this situation, the Mars rovers use data to collect samples from Mars and give us more information about space. So, a career in robotics, I chose a robotics engineer. This is from indeed.com. Robotics engineers are responsible for designing, developing, testing, building and servicing the actual robots themselves. So they're working hands-on with the actual electronics and wiring of the robots. They a lot of times collaborate with the software engineers doing the programming involved. The average salary is about 120,681 according to indeed.com, and it usually requires a bachelor's degree or higher. So, some applications of robotics. I already said earlier, the Mars rovers can use robotics in that situation to collect samples from Mars. Can also be used in food preparation. We see robotic bartenders coming in. We now have seen a rise of robotic waiters and waitresses coming in soon. I don't know if it'll quite replace that because it gets a little eerie recreating the human experience in that way. We'll get into that later. And then finally, robotics also have an application in agriculture. So, a SWOT analysis, I chose Raytheon Technologies. The strengths are strong research and development in AI, machine learning, and sensor technology, a global presence, cybersecurity expertise, and strong finances. Some weaknesses include their legacy systems. You see this a lot with technology companies. Limited brand recognition. A lot of people don't really know what Raytheon does. A complex organizational structure and public opinion. They also develop certain military technology that can lead to some public opinion problems. So opportunities: expansion of vehicle solutions, increased focus on sustainability, a shift towards autonomous vehicles, and growing demand for robotics and AI, and some threats: intense competition, cybersecurity, some regulations, we'll get into that later, and rapid technological changes. So, robotics mass adoption. Cost is a huge barrier to mass adoption for robotics. It's easier for big corporations, but for a small business, it's hard to really justify using robotics and justify the cost of robotics for them. Public skepticism, as I was talking about, there's some public skepticism over how just sort of the eeriness of robotics, and obviously the movies play a part in that opinion as well. Regulation can play a part. However, I still see the mass adoption in the near future for using robotics. I could see the next 10, 15 years of us seeing robots delivering our stuff for Amazon. So, robotics specifically in Japan for over 2 decades already. Japan has been developing robotics for elder care. That relates to UN SDG 3. And there's also been proposals to place robots in classrooms for education. That's UN SDG 4. So, real quick, two truths and a lie. Robotics can be used for not only healthcare, but giving access to education. Robotics are very limited in the tasks they perform. Or, robotics paves the ways for careers in engineering and software development. All right, the lie was in the middle. It was number two. Robotics actually has many applications and is not limited in the tasks they can perform. All right, thank you so much for watching once again, folks.